Frost lifted the stones. Here's an easy and amazing remedy. It'll be frost-proof. Look how easily they come off. I came up with a solution about 7 years ago that has proven to last many below-freezing winters. With a grinder and a diamond blade, I lightly grind the existing thin-set mortar on the pool top, the bottom of the stones, and also the sides very lightly. This removes any dirt, gives room for the adhesive, and promotes adhesion. I dry fit the stones where they go to check for height and see if they need any shimming. I use small pieces of stone or thin set that came off while grinding to level up the stone if need be. Once the dry fitting is completed, I remove the stones and use denatured alcohol on the stones and the surface of the pool to remove whatever dust is left. The top row of the mosaic tiles also fell off from the frost, and they will also be cleaned. I'm using a rubberized waterproof caulk that's paintable, and it's also adhesive. This will not crack because it stays somewhat pliable. As you can see, I put plenty of caulk on the bottom of the stones. Once the stones are all in place, I check for evenness all around and adjust accordingly. I won't be using regular grout in the joints because it's porous and water will infiltrate. I'm using the same caulk that I adhered the stones with. The caulk shouldn't be any thicker than 1/4 inch, so wherever there's a deep enough gap, I pack it with pieces of paper towels. It really doesn't matter if backer rod or paper towels are used because the caulk is waterproof. Blue painter's tape is placed over the joints and then cut out with the razor blade to minimize the mess when applying the caulk. I normally use a rubber squeegee made for caulk joints for applying pressure into the joints. I used a piece of wood shim to do so since it's going to be smoothed out, so it's not an issue. Once the caulk is ready to be smoothed out, I'll take water and some dish soap and use my fingers to smooth it all out. It's an excellent lubricant for doing this. Before the joints are smoothed out all the way to the level it needs to be, I removed the tape and went over the caulk again with the soap and my fingers now that I can see the stone edges. This leaves it perfectly smooth with no stop and start marks. Here's one of the tricks I came up with. I'll take a couple of pieces of the existing grout that fell off of the stones and rub them together, or even with a knife to maker granules to stick to the top of the caulk, giving the illusion of it being grout. Once again, I go over the joints with the soapy solution as I mix in the granules. This whole process took about 2 hours, and it's guaranteed not to be affected by frost or loosen in time. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to get notified when I post new content and more. Give it a like, share, and comment. I'd love to hear your thoughts.